The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
All right, we're back into it, back into the grind with Tom and Steve, mainly Steve. It's his show, and I think you should applaud that.
You say this, but nobody really believes you.
They do.
Yeah, just like Scott at Northside. Wow, you got a great voice. If I hear one more person say that you got golden lungs,
yeah, well, I got a great
iron
voice.
lung, I think. I don't know.
Just means absolutely nothing. It really does. So we're here with somebody that's near and dear to our heart because he runs the Syracuse St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is a big deal here in Syracuse. And his name is Vince Christian. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you today?
Oh, we're hanging right in there. Hanging right in there, man. So I imagine that you have a full-time job because you can't run parades all year long, right?
I wish I could. I have so much fun.
So first, tell us a little bit about your background and your heritage, you know, if you're Irish and all that, and how you became the president of this St. Patrick's Day Parade.
You know, so I do have an Irish background. I have ancestors and still family back in Ireland. Mm-hmm. But my love of the parade and my love of my Irish ancestry really spawned from my grandmother, who really pushed it hard when we were young.
Right.
And it was always the music and the stories and all of that when we were kids. So it just became a love affair for me. And then when the opportunity to get involved with the parade came up, probably about 16, 17 years ago, mm-hmm. I got involved with what's called the Hunger Project. The Hunger Project is the charitable arm of the parade. I got involved with that, helping out. And then my role has just grown over the years to this will be my second year. I was elected as president.
I didn't even know there was a president for the parade.
Yeah, there was a president for 17 years prior to me, and she talked to me about 6-7 years back, said, you know, I'm thinking I want to step down at some point. I would like you to be the guy in line. And
who was it? Who was it before you?
It was Janet Higgins.
Okay, Janet. I remember that name.
Yeah,
okay.
Janet had been involved since the very beginning. Her and her husband were involved. Her husband sadly passed away years ago, but she stayed involved and became the president. And then she's been grooming me for a little bit. And then a couple of years ago, she retired, and I was elected.
Now, do you do other Irish things other than the parade?
I do. I'm involved with the Ancient Order of Hibernians here in town.
I thought he was going to say he drinks.
That's an old wives' tale. Irish people don't really drink.
Oh, okay, good. I cleared. I'm not Irish, so okay.
Sadly, I don't that much anymore. I'm allergic to beer now.
So again, Mr. Hibernian, what is that?
Yeah, no. So I'm involved with the Ancient Order of Hibernians, which is an Irish Catholic fraternal order here in town. And then I also help the operations of the downtown Syracuse Irish Festival, which happens every year in September. Yeah. Where we bring in bands from around the world and have a really big party in Clinton Square every year.
A big hoolie, as they would say.
A big hoolie. Lots of crack.
Yeah, right. So now, the parade is on what day this year?
The parade's on Saturday, March 15th this year. Mm-hmm. Kicks off at 12 noon, and prior to that, there's a mass at the cathedral to celebrate our Irish religious heritage.
Right. Do you guys get together at the Hibernians and pray for good weather? Or?
No, I've started watching. I got to be honest. People keep telling me to stop looking because right now it looks okay.
A few weeks ahead, it's like rainy and 40, one of those deals?
Right now, and I really don't want to jinx it.
Right. Okay, say it. Jinx it. Go for it.
47 and a 5% chance of precipitation.
That would be
what
fantastic.
could go wrong?
That would be so good.
Everyone tells me to stop looking because of it. But yeah, I've started watching the weather. I start really getting nervous right about this time of year.
But people press through. I mean,
they do.
This parade it's not like it's on June 5th. This is St. Patrick's Day Parade. The weather always is challenging, isn't it?
Well, no, we have had each extreme. Yeah. There was a few years back, it was 70 degrees and sunny. There was, I forget the year now, where it was 8 degrees and windy.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
So you get both extremes. Last year was really nice. I think last year we were around 42, 45. Yeah. Last year was a really nice year. This year's looking to be good. I think all the snow we've been getting, we're going to get a little regression to the mean and have nice weather.
Boy, I can remember taking our girls, we have 2 girls, and they were 4 and 5, and we had them in the strollers wrapped in 4 or 5 blankets, and it was so cold, and the ice pellets hitting our face. But then there were a couple of those times where you could just be out in a t-shirt.
It's funny, the dance schools, my daughters were dancers.
Yes, yeah.
And so I remember the year that it was 70, all the dance schools are having the kids buy tracksuits with jackets. And so they're prepared for the cold, and then they come down the street on a day when it's 70, and none of them are in the uniform because it's so warm out.
But
I'll take that, and I'm sure the dance schools would take that as well. And
so
definitely our musical
what will
acts.
people experience? I mean, if you're within earshot of this radio show, you probably know of the parade and have been to the parade. But for those people who may not have ventured out, what will people experience at the parade?
Sure, the parade is a spectacle of just everything Irish coming down the street. But on parade day, everyone in this town is Irish, so it's great. We get the normal parade things like fire departments and things like that, but we get a lot of musical acts, a lot of bagpipers, Irish dancers, and then something new that we're really branching into is bringing in other musical acts to perform going down the street. So we have 5 new musical acts coming down the street
that are not of the Irish.
It's not of the Irish. They're just playing music and getting the crowd involved.
So it's like a band on a float going by jamming?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. So my kids love parades.
Yeah.
They're older now, but they'd be like, "Here, Dad, watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day." And I'm watching. I'm like, all these guys are performing in front of the TV. Why can't we do more of this? So we're putting bands on floats this year.
So you're telling me that an average public, regular person, could put a float together, or do something and send it down Salina Street?
Absolutely. I actually can't believe more businesses in town don't participate in the parade. It is free advertising for their company.
Is it too late, or can they jump in? Or is it
just going to ask that.
Registration ends on February 28th.
Okay, so that's close. So yeah, if you grovel, you might be able to get in. So Tom could get a trailer, pull it with his John Deere or whatever he's got there, and things like that.
Absolutely. The local show could be in the parade very easily. Put a band on a trailer, put you guys on a trailer, just talking to people. It would be great to have.
That sounds awful. Tom, do you want to do that?
Well, I think people would be shooting at us, either rotten vegetables or guns.
or just the candy and beets they've gotten from other people.
They could.
But it's family fun. I mean, the parade is free.
The parade is free to attend.
Where do you park? I mean, how do you do that? Where do they send people to park their cars? If they have a family and they want to come over, where do they settle?
Yeah, so there's a lot of parking lots around downtown. I generally recommend parking over near the On Center. There's a lot of open lots near the On Center. It's easy access down to the parade route. You can't get within 2 blocks of the parade route. It's all blocked off for security purposes. Yeah. But those lots there, the lots over near the Erie Canal Museum are also very good to park there and get real access. It's 2 blocks in.
Right. How long is it?
The parade? Yeah.
The parade, how long? The official parade goes from Clinton Square down to the corner of Salina and Onondaga, right around the corner at Onondaga there. So the parade route itself is a little bit under a mile, but the parade itself can last as long as 3 hours. But that's strictly dependent on the weather.
Yeah.
The colder it is, the faster people walk. So it goes quicker. If it's a nice day, people have a tendency to walk a little slower, enjoy the process a little bit more. The parade takes a little bit longer.
How about the participation of restaurants and bars? Does that happen a lot?
Absolutely. We got restaurants and bars that will sponsor us through advertising in our ad book and in our program and stuff like that. We'll get restaurants and bars that they come down and just march in the parade as well. And we love to have those as well.
Yeah.
So lots of music.
Lots of music this year. We're adding a lot of music this year. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it when the band's playing. I hate it if I'm at a parade and they're going cling, cling, cling. They just walk by and they perform down the road. Right. I like to kind of where the action. So where's the center? Like near the landmark? Or is there like a what do you call it? Staging or the judges or any that kind of stuff?
So the judges are down near the corner of Salina, just short of the Salt City Market on Salina.
Okay, just past the landmark, kind of right in that
just
stretch.
Past the landmark. The landmark is always a big hot spot of activity. A lot of people hang out there, but the judges and the ending of the parade where the television comes on is right there near the corner of Onondaga and Salina. It's an exciting time. We're doing some new stuff down there too. We're going to put some signage of our new logo that we created this year, of our theme. It's going to be on the street there for the television broadcast.
Good.
Put it on the calendar and go to the parade March 15th.
Love to have you.
Thanks, Vince.